Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, I feel like we haven't done this in a while. Like, probably no one has any idea that we're hopping on. Or I should say I am, because it's just me, myself, and I today. So happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day, fantastic week. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I think this is the first time I'm doing this by myself. Everyone else is busy and getting ready for the races this weekend because everyone is racing this weekend. So we've got Mike is running at, oh, hi Marissa, hey Cole. Mike is running at Albany, Saratoga Friday, Orange County Fair Speedway Saturday. Both, unfortunately, no fans. Billy is running Big Diamond Friday. Understanding that there's fans at Big Diamond on Friday. Correct me if I'm wrong. Georgetown on Saturday in Delaware. I'm pretty sure there's fans there. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure. And then Dad is running Delaware, US 13 on Friday, and he's running Georgetown on Saturday. And I am here in Jersey, and heck if I know where I'm going. Oh, there's a bug back here. Hello. So that'll be up in the air, but trying to figure that out while I'm here. Just enjoying the weather and excited that everyone's racing. Unfortunately, still, select areas can't allow fans. It's definitely interesting going from Middletown on Saturday, this past weekend, where you have to wear masks, you have to social distance, to Potomac and Maryland, where it was kind of like a free-for-all, I would say. Like, I tweeted about it the other day. I was like, it's so nice. Just, sorry if I'm outside, so if the cars go by, because I see cycles coming right now. But it's so nice just being able to go to the races where you're allowed fans in the stands, because you're there and you're just there for the racing. You're there with your friends, your family, your loved ones, and it's like, wow, nothing else is going on in the world. Obviously there is, but it just brings you back to somewhat normalcy. So if you can get to the races, if you're healthy enough, of course, but there are, especially Maryland, like those that probably should be wearing masks, health-wise, they are. But, if it gets dusty enough, we all wear it. But let's see if I miss anything. Keith asked if they're letting spectators in Albany. As far as I know, no. Believe it or not, like I was just saying, it's so interesting. I think it's just like based in the certain areas, like New York, Middletown, Albany, you have to wear masks. You have to do the social distancing. Mike said that there were cops at Albany's practice last week, like mandating, like as soon as Mike gets out of the car, he's got to put a face mask on. So it's just, I don't know if it's the areas that are opening up or it's because we're so close to the city over there, is my guess. But right now there are no fans there. I'm not sure if Albany's doing, I'd imagine they're going to be doing a live stream. But I know Middletown's been doing live streaming, so I'd only imagine, why wouldn't they? So they should be too. So Jake asked if anyone's going to Bedford on Sunday. So my brother actually was planning on going to Bedford on Sunday, but since Deo opened up Georgetown on Saturday, he's going to go down there instead. I believe he's doing the Brightenstein 14 car, Big Diamond, Friday, Saturday. Billy's going to take his own car to Georgetown. And then Short Track Super Series Anthracite Assault race at Big Diamond is Tuesday, a week from now. So, if you're itching, the trip, right? Why not? So let's see. How was Middletown, Keith? Middletown was good. It's tough to say because it's not normal yet, but I feel racing there weekly, it'll be interesting and fun. I already made a few friends, so that's my favorite part. But the racing style will be different. Totally different style, I feel, between running Friday nights at Albany for Mike and running Saturdays at Middletown. But then again, I think the different track surface, different competition, the different cars, I think that'll play both ends for him. I think that'll be good. Let me sip my fizz. Okay, so what is it? Yeager? Is it Yeager? Yeager 48 asks, is there a timetable for New Jersey racetracks to start racing again? Well, was it last weekend, about a week and a half ago? Bridgeport had practice. I just have a sour feeling that Jersey will probably be the last to open up, if anything. So I haven't heard anything Jersey-wise, but it's just kind of looking like that. It's hit or miss depending, but especially Jersey's pretty tough to begin with everything. So we'll see about that. Would be nice though, especially with Bridgeport and their new track. Let me see. Oh, great question, Mike. When is Mike doing the drilling for the simulator? Oh my God. $10 says he forgot about that. He's been nonstop, but I'll definitely get on him with that as soon as I get home. Maybe I'll just do it for you guys. Oh, okay. So good question, Jason. Question I can answer. This is great. So Jason asked, do you understand why drivers use the mud plugs with the holes in them, but they end up putting duct tape over them? I feel like that takes away the purpose of them away. So, I mean, some drivers use just the mud plug, but they can easily just get kicked out of the tire. But when you put the covers on with the holes, that's just so you can get the gun through to get the tires off. But you still want to be able to cover the tires so that they don't get caked up in there. And because if you get any type of mud in there, you get like the most serious vibration. So having the covers with the holes is just easy access to get the lug nuts off, take the tire off, put it back on. But I mean, it's more sturdy than just putting those like foamy plugs in. So hopefully that answers your question. Oh, sweet. Cole, thank you. You said Dirt Track Digest is streaming Malta Race. I feel like Dirt Track Digest is like kicking up big time. They're going to be streaming a lot of races this summer. Let's see. Okay, John says Bridgeport's having practice for modifieds June 14th at 6 o'clock at night. I have not. Guy Sheets asked if I've heard anything about Ace Speedway down North Carolina. I have not. Oh, interesting. You know, I did hear that. So John says you're only allowed in the pits at Bridgeport. This is how in the dark I am right now. I did hear something about that because you're not technically allowed fans in the stands. So I don't know if you have to be a part of a crew if you want to go see practice. But again, I feel it's so funny. I do these not lives, these videos, and I'm at Middletown, and people are like, why are you wearing masks? Like, then they give me their opinion, which is fine. And then we get people that comment, they're like, how dare you go racing during a pandemic? And I'm like, you just can't win. All right, you can't win, but as long as you go with the races, if it's mandated, you wear the masks. If it's not, you do what you please, right? I understand that there are health issues and people that really do need to be careful. So you just have to do what you have to do, right? If we want to go racing, we have to abide by the rules which track we're at. Jason, okay, great. I'm glad I finally helped you out with that question. Let's see. Yeah, so that's a really good question. So mbird3 asks, how can these tracks pay the drivers with no fans? And really, it's very hard. Sponsorship is great, yes, but the whole idea of sponsorship is exposure for fans, like to the fans. But I mean, Thunder Mountain, they had the drive-in, so they were still getting fans to come to the races. I'm not sure. I think Land of Legends, they did a live stream. I don't think they were allowed fans there. Middletown, you can park on the backstretch, so you can have some fans, but it's super limited, and that's why I feel a lot of these tracks are trying to do the live streaming. But now that there are so many tracks racing on Saturday nights, not a lot, but maybe like 5 modified tracks racing on the same day, it's like, which one do you pick, right? So really it's not easy for the tracks to make money right now, but they're doing the best that they can. So no matter what they're doing, as long as you want to see racing, I just say support them. It's hard. It's June and they've missed 3-4 months of racing already. So got to support them best we can. So hopefully they can stay afloat and we can have races and we can go to the races and hopefully all of you can come soon. Let's see. Okay, so Mike asked if Mike's racing Big Diamond next Tuesday. I believe if he does, it's going to be in his dad's car, the family car, the 33. I haven't heard much on that. I was actually going to ask him this morning before I jumped on here, but he's actually going to Airborne for practice because they have open practice and they're letting him in. So that's where he's at. Let's see. Do we ever race at Afton? So Mike used to run at Afton weekly back when he lived home, but I think depending, usually we go to Afton I-88 with the short track super series. But again, right now you don't know, right? Like people are asking, where are we going next week? Where are we going next week or the following week or what's our schedule? And it's a pop-up, right? Like you don't see many tracks promoting that they're racing. I asked Mike this morning, I'm like, are you sure you're racing Albany and Middletown? Because I haven't seen anything, but at least Albany finally announced something. So it's kind of day-to-day, week-to-week over here. So who knows where we'll be, when we'll be. I definitely like Afton. I like Woodhull, Outlaw. All those tracks are in the same area. I know Outlaw opened up. So let's see. No, sorry, Ray. They aren't running big blocks at Airborne. It's just open practice. And Mike wanted to go there and shake some other cars down. Okay, so Michael says Delaware and Georgetown will both have fans. So that's good to know if you're down south or if you're at least within distance, you want to take a road trip. That's what my parents are doing. Dad's running Delaware International Friday, going to camp out and run Georgetown Saturday. So make a trip of it. Let's see. Jason at Oweham. Back it up. I skipped Mike. How many modified races were at Orange County Saturday? We had 45. We had 45, which was really good. And I know Babs Susky had 35, but they were small blocks, but we had 45 at Middletown, which was really good. But you could tell, Kenny Tremont was there. He runs, Lebanon Valley Weekly. Obviously, they're not racing right now, so we're getting people like Stuart Friesen. I'm sure he'd probably be at a Fonda on a Saturday night, but a lot of those guys and gals don't have weekly home tracks yet, so they're venturing to at least go to get some racing in. Let's see. So Jason asked, do you think it's fair that for the tracks near the border who have drivers from either side of the border to run points races? No. I know, especially I'm in dark as far as the Dirt Car Series goes. We haven't heard anything, but really, listen, their champion, Super Dirt Cars champion, Matt Williamson, is in Canada. And how can we have races in the States if their own points champion can't come to the races, right? So I feel like they're kind of in a tough spot right now. But as far as points racing goes, I'm just gonna say Airborne, for instance, because I know a lot of Canadians came down to race their weekly. Is it fair to have a points race? No, because if you have Canadians and the borders closed, you're probably gonna piss off a lot of people. So that's tough. I feel like I don't know if these tracks are gonna be doing points races or not. It is June, but it's kind of up in the air stuff right now. So do I think it's fair? No, I'm not sure of any tracks that are doing that though. Yeah, John, I'm sorry. Hopefully you got that, but I guess Georgetown, Delaware, there are spectators allowed. Michael asked if we're going to run Devil's Bowl this year. I haven't heard much. Last I had heard was, did they even start racing yet? Because I have a girlfriend that races at Devil's Bowl, and she lives in New York, and when they opened up practice, you had to actually be in the state of Vermont, so I wasn't sure if they opened it up for people yet or not. Let's see. Whew. I'm doing this by myself, guys. It's a lot of talking. Let's see if I missed anything. Definitely kind of unfortunate. It's not looking like we'll be able to do our open house this year, because we're kind of like, you know what, if racing opens up in New Jersey, then we'll probably give it the green light, but our open house is scheduled for about a month away from now, and if the racetracks aren't open up yet in Jersey, it's kind of tough to say, hey, everyone, come over. Our party would probably get shut down. So I got to talk to my dad and my brother about that this week, and we'll make an announcement. It stinks, but I mean, we're not the only ones being affected by this. So, okay, cool. So Richard, I thought so. Land of Legends is running tonight at 7 p.m. live streaming, assuming probably on Dirt Track Digest. So if you guys want to see some racing tonight, they'll be racing. Let's see. Okay, so Devil's Bowl just let other states as of yesterday, said Mike, so that's good. I know. I think, let's see, I'm pretty sure Port Royal opens up this weekend, which is good. Yeah, I am drinking strawberry fizz. Cheers. But as far as that goes, gosh, it was great getting back to Middletown. It's going to be interesting, like I said earlier, to run there weekly. I know Billy's running Big Diamond weekly, so he's going back, starting there this Friday. I'm debating where I'll go. Friday's a toss-up for me, but I'll probably likely be at Middletown on Saturday. I was told to check the weather, so go figure. When we get to start going racing, they're probably going to start raining. Of course. Ethan asked, what tracks have you raced at in New York? Ethan, pretty much any dirt track that's an oval, we've probably been there. Hunter said, I heard 2 people could not go into Cherokee because they had the virus. I mean, it's very possible, because when we went there, they did check temperatures. So if that's the case, then they were actually doing their job, which is good. Okay, James asked what happened to Billy at BAPS. So I wasn't there, but my recap version from him was that something broke. Bar broke in the heat race, which ended him wrecking, and I think someone hit him and it broke and got spun out, got pushed into the infield. They thought they fixed it, went out into the Consi. I think they got second. He got second in the Consi, qualified through that. And then in the feature, he believes after getting hit in the heat race, it ended up breaking the tube. And they were trying to fix everything else possible, and they must not have realized it was the tube that broke. So Billy's actually dropping in a new rear tonight for Saturday for Georgetown. So he'll be getting that fixed. So unfortunately, that wasn't fun. But the car looks cool. So, who's calling? Well, we have Lunchtime Live. You'll have to wait, sir. What else did I miss? So, hello. May as well tell you guys that while I'm here. So now that everyone's racing again, I called Mike this morning. I was like, so, are you going to be on the live with me today? And he's like, I can't. Blah, blah, blah. That's fine. It's fine. I was like, okay. So you're going to start realizing it's very hard to pin these guys down, Dad, Billy, Mike, during race season because they have no idea where they're going, especially right now. We have no idea where we're going. You know, something bad could happen. We could have time. So as of now, moving forward, we're going to hop on randomly. I know it's not very convenient for you guys, but I think at least hopping on once a week, at least minimum, to go live and kind of fill you in on all that's going on, recap, chat. We'll be doing that. So, like I said, Friday, Saturday, we'll be racing. Then Tuesday at Big Diamond. So we'll definitely keep you all in the loop there. But moving forward, it's going to be a total free-for-all show of whenever we can hop on and chat with you guys. So hopefully you have your little notifications on, the little bell, so that when we do hop on, it's like, boom, we're live. So, yes. What did I miss? Oh, thanks, Mike. I think nothing at all against Middletown and their live coverage, but I'm not sure if the people that were doing their videotaping are racing people. That's my only dilemma with that, is that you want to get people that know racing, so not so they just show the one good car on the track, but so they know what to watch and what to show you guys, because I would not want to pay however much to watch. I don't even know what they showed. So hopefully for this weekend they've got it covered. So how about BP3? BP3, I have a pool date with him this afternoon. He went to BAPS over the weekend, and it was so cute. He was like, you know what? Daddy did good this weekend. I said, he did? He said, yeah, he missed one wreck. I thought that was so amusing. Oh, it's the little things, guys. It's the little things. David asks, is Billy racing the 15 at Big Diamond Friday? No, he is racing the Brightonstein 14. I believe, to my understanding, he's racing the 15 car at Georgetown on Saturday. So I think that's all I really have for you guys. I mean, we're doing what we can, getting ready for where and when, we have no idea. I think my brother already kind of has a schedule for the next 2 weeks. But as far as that, it seems like things are starting to open up. I know Pennsylvania, they opened up another phase or whatever you call that stuff. And Speedy's doing well too. He's over here. So thanks for asking. Thank you, Ray. I'm glad. The videos have been taking me a lot longer to edit with the dual screen, but I'm loving having the dual screen. I think it's really, really cool to show you guys. But other than that, I'll continue sending out the videos. And yeah, sorry, I was just reading the comments. So I'll continue sending out the videos. Hopefully you guys will be able to join us soon enough. That would be great. In the meantime, do the live streaming, support. I mean, loud cars, let me tell you. The one tough thing is, I feel what's going to hurt our sport is that kids are starting to get out of school. They're used to going to the races. They're going to find other fun stuff to do. So that's going to be tough to bring them back. But I think as long as we continue to support, live stream, have a picnic, have friends over, have a couple beers, as long as the kids are over 21, of course. But just have fun with it, make the best of it, live stream it, do whatever you can just to support the track, support your local track if they're racing or whatever track, so that we can at least continue to do this until things start to lighten up. So, yes. So I'll keep you all posted. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So I'm going to end it here. I appreciate you guys hopping on. Thanks, because it was totally random. I was hoping you'd all remember me. But stay safe, wash your hands, do your part, do what you have to do. So hopefully we can all be at the tracks again together soon. And until then, we will see. I'll have a video up for you by Saturday. So support your local racetrack if you can, however which way you can possible. And hopefully we'll see you at the races soon. See you, everyone.